Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. I'm coming back from close to a week not doing Clues by Sam. I had a crazy week talking to so many people. I'm exhausted, but I really want to play this, and it is my welcome back home, I guess. A hard one. The Clues by Sam. If you don't know what it is a puzzle game, a daily one where there are 20 people on a board, each of which is either a criminal or an innocent, and they might give you clues to help you figure out what each person is. We do this every day here on the channel. We didn't do it for the last 3 days because I was away, but we are right back into it. And if you want to play along with me, there is a link in the description to take you to it. So this video is gonna come out a little later, but I hope it don't take too long to solve this hard one. And I'm gonna start right now and explain my logic as I go. So let's start. We start with Ethan telling us that exactly 2 instances to the left of Zane are neighboring Rue. So there's 2 people neighboring Rue to the left of Zane. Both of them have to be innocent according to Ethan. Now we don't need his clue anymore. Will says there is only 1 innocent above Oscar. Where's Oscar? Oscar has 2 people above him, only one of them is an innocent. Vicky says that only one of the 3 criminals in column C is Will's neighbor, so there's 3 people total in column C. One of them is either Claire or Hope. There's 2 more here. And Will neighbors 2 of them. There's 3 more here, sorry, and Will neighbors 2 of them. So one of them is an innocent. The other one is a criminal. And who's the 3rd person to be a criminal? In column C, it has to be Oscar, right? That's the only person that could be the criminal. Now, Oscar says that Uma has exactly 4 criminal neighbors. Where's Uma? Well, Uma has 5 people total neighboring her. One of them is Oscar, who is already a criminal. We're going to have a 2nd criminal here. And to make 4, we need both Pam and Zane to be criminals as well. Now, Pam says that Raul is one of 3 criminals in row 4. So, criminal here. And we have 2 more. Zane says that there is only 1 innocent to the left of Uma. So, the single innocent in row 4, because there's 3 people total who are criminals and 4 people total in the row itself. So, the single innocent is either Scott or Tina, which makes Uma a criminal. And we don't need Zane's clue anymore. Or Pam's, I don't think. Rose says that only 1 person in row 2 has exactly 4 criminal neighbors. Row 2 is here. How do I act on that? I don't think I can yet. Let's look at Uma's clue. Anna is one of Gus's 4 criminal neighbors. So Anna is a criminal. Gus has 8 neighbors total, which means that half of them are criminals. Half of them are innocents, and we know about 3 of the criminals already. Anna, Oscar, and someone who's either Claire or Hope. Those are 3 criminals neighboring Gus. And Gus is in row 2. That's the only person in that row that has exactly 4 criminal neighbors. So that means that Hope couldn't have 4. Neither could Joyce. And Joyce is gonna have 3 criminal neighbors here. Oscar, Pam, and either Hope or Claire, so that's 3, which means that Daniel couldn't be a criminal because that would make 4, and Joyce can't have 4 criminal neighbors. Daniel has to be an innocent. Now, Anna says that Hope is one of 5, Oscar's 5 criminal neighbors. So Hope's a criminal in this case, which makes Claire an innocent. And we know that Oscar has 5 criminal neighbors. 1, 2, 3 are already revealed. The 4th one is either going to be Scott or Tina, which makes Gus, Lucy, and Joyce have 1 more criminal among them. What else do we know here? We know that Hope couldn't have 4 criminal neighbors, right? Because Gus has 4. So, let's say Oscar needs 1 more, right? Because he has 5. Let's say that that person is Lucy. That will make both Gus and Joyce innocents. And now Gus needs one more criminal neighbor, does he not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he doesn't. That will make Katie and Bruce both innocents. Hope doesn't have 4 criminal neighbors, so that works for us. And Oscar has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What else do we think about then? We know that Gus has only one more criminal neighbor. Does he have to share that person with Oscar? If Lucy is an innocent, Oscar would still need somebody here to be a criminal. To total 5. Lower tags, please. So let's say that either Gus or Joyce are a criminal. Could Bruce be an innocent? Or could Bruce be a criminal, actually? If Bruce is a criminal, I guess this is the starting point for us that we should be looking at. Who's the criminal in this situation? If Bruce is a criminal, that makes Gus have 4 criminal neighbors, so 1, 2, 3, 4, which makes everybody else an innocent. And in this case, Oscar still needs 1 criminal neighbor who's going to be in row 2, but it would have to be Gus. Because if it were Joyce, then Hope would have 4 criminal neighbors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Gus would have to be the criminal in this situation. That works. So Bruce could be a criminal. Oh no, he couldn't, because Hope now has 2 criminals besides Oscar and Pam. So that's 4. Sorry, I didn't think about how these both people here neighbor Hope. So let me just double check this logic, right? Starting from the beginning, Bruce is a criminal. That makes everybody else, the neighbors, Gus, an innocent. And that makes Oscar need a 5th innocent, a fifth criminal neighbor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th has to be either Gus or Joyce, but both Gus and Joyce neighbor Hope. And that breaks Hope. So Bruce has to be an innocent. Okay, so I was right. I was just confirming that. Now Bruce says there are more innocents in row 1 than row 2. Row 1 has 3 innocents, which means that row 2 couldn't have 3. So that makes Gus and Joyce either both criminals, which couldn't happen because Oscar needs 1 more criminal neighbor. Could it be Lucy? These 2 couldn't be criminals, I guess, because if both of them are criminals, then Oscar has more criminal neighbors than he should. So at most, one of them should be a criminal, and one of them has to be a criminal, because if both of them were innocent, then row 1 and row 2 would have the same number of innocents. So these guys are one an innocent, the other one a criminal, opposites. Which makes Lucy an innocent, because now we know about Oscar's 5 criminal neighbors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lucy is an innocent then. And now Gus's 4th criminal neighbor has to be Katie. Now Lucy tells us that there's an odd number of innocents neighboring her. And she has 1 innocent neighboring her already, that's Ethan. She's gonna have a second one in row 4 here, who's either Scott or Tina. And 2 is an even number, so she needs a 3rd innocent neighboring her, who could only be Gus, which makes Joyce a criminal. And now Joyce tells us that only 1 person in row 4 has exactly 4 innocent neighbors. So same situation as row 2 in row 4. Is it Scott? It is Scott, because Scott has Katie, Rue, and Oscar. That's 3. And he's gonna have a 4th one in column C. So Scott's the person who has 4 criminal neighbors, and because he has 8 neighbors total, then he has 4 innocent neighbors, sorry. Which means that Tina couldn't have 4. And if Scott were to be a criminal, Tina would have 4. Oh no, Tina has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 criminal neighbors and 2 innocent neighbors. If Tina were to be a criminal, that would make both, you can see I'm tired, that would make both these guys innocents, and now Tina has 4 innocent neighbors and 4 criminal ones, so that doesn't work for us. Tina has to be an innocent, the opposite of what are marked last. And that makes Xavier a criminal and Scott a criminal. Oh my god. This was nice. A nice comeback. I enjoyed this. I still solved it in less than 10 minutes, which is impressive. And I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think and how it went for you if you did play it. I'll see you tomorrow for more Clues by Sam. Hope you have a nice weekend. Bye bye.